All right, hey everybody. Let's get started. Welcome everyone on Zoom. So we'll face that way and take child's pose. This is half and half, so some power and then some deep stretch. My name's Danielle. Take a long, slow breath in. Rock your head as you breathe out side to side. Downward facing dog. Rock yourself forward and back with the weight from your hands to your feet, to your hands to your feet. Walk up to your hands, ragdoll, and rock side to side from one foot to the other, or stay square on your feet and rock your upper body like a pendulum side to side. Roll up to stand. Take your arms to the sky with a big breath in. Bring it down to heart. Visualize a door. And imagine the sound of Om as an opening of the door. The sound of Om represents infinite possibility. It's the sound of space. It's ongoing. There's no beginning, no end. It's circular, cyclical. Take a deep breath in. Reach up, take a deep breath. Bow forward. Lift halfway. Chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Walk or hop to the top. Halfway lift. Fold in. Reach up. Bow forward. Halfway. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Jump forward. Halfway up. Fold in. Reach up. Bow forward. Halfway. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Keep going. Same pattern of poses till you're in a rhythm with yourself, a rhythm with your breath and your body. Start adding in lunges or warriors, chair poses, squats, whatever feels right to you. Recognize your practice as the same as Om. It has no beginning and it has no end. When you get on the mat is not even when the practice starts. Your whole life is full of yoga. The mat is just like one concentrated time to really play with it, to really work with it. But just like Om, it's infinite. Your practice creates, it's a cycle, it's a circle. So you're gonna ride this all the way through the end of this song. It's about 30 seconds or so. When you hear it start to change, you'll come onto your back and start up with bicycles. Those of you at home, I'll say when, in case you're on a different timing. Keep riding the wave, keep letting your body move in this pattern that it knows. Your brain might not even know these movements the way your body does. Just let it keep moving. When it makes sense to you, you come onto your back. Those of you at home, make your way onto your back. Start up with bicycle. As soon as you hit the ground, Swani. Seven, 6, keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plank pose facing the front. Pop right up onto your hands. Take your feet wide as your mat or even wider. Chaturanga plank. Chaturanga plank. Like push-ups, but with your elbows tucked into your body. Keep going. This is on your speed, but I'm gonna count you down with time. 10, 9. I don't care if you only do one more or if you do 40 more. 7, 6. It's the heart that counts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay on your belly. Reach your arms back. Put your forehead flat to the earth. Imagine that's like you plugging in, the same way you plug your phone into a charger. This is you plugging into the infinite source of energy. Up dog, press into the floor. Lift up, turn to look up at the sky as if you could see it through the ceiling. Some of you at home are actually outside. You look into the sky. Downward facing dog. Pick up one leg. Flip your dog inside out. Square off your feet underneath you. Try to make it so that everything feels centered and square. So that your hips don't feel like they're closer to your feet or your hand. They feel like they're in the middle. Lunge, come around, step forward, arms to the sky. Press your palms together above your head. And then drop your prayer hands behind your head so your thumbs touch the back of your neck. Look up, open your elbows wide, lean back into your arms stretch. Cup your hands around the back of your neck, lean back even more. And then slide your hands down to heart center, take a breath in. Twist, elbow across your thigh. Open up your top arm, look up at your hand, twist even more. Even if the twist comes from your eyes, you just look further into the sky. Plank pose. Chaturanga and linger there for a sec. Linger in a low push-up form for a sec. 3, 2, 1, up dog. Downward facing dog. Take your other leg to the sky. Flip dog. Remember when you land to get square and centered. It's only in the times where you are off center or disconnected from your center that people can take you out or happenings can take you out. So you always want to keep realigning yourself no matter how crazy shit's getting. You want to realign with center. This way, you can't be taken out. You can't be knocked down. You might bend, but you won't break. Crescent. Hands to prayer above your head, then drop them behind your head and lean back. Hands to the very back of your neck, like they're a cold towel on the back of your neck. Head back a little more, chin up, and then slide your hands down to heart center. Big breath in, twist across your leg. Open up your top arm and look up to the sky. Use your hand as a guide to open you and twist you. Yogi squat from here, step in. You can be flat on your feet or you can be on your toes. You can hold the floor and like brace yourself or hands at heart. Press into your feet, rise up. Square off your feet, take them underneath you. Pick up one knee. Front row, you may need more space between you and the wall. Just check with that. Stretch your leg out in front of you. I want you to straighten it as much as you can and don't make it mean anything if it doesn't go all the way straight. Just do what you can. Kick back, step back, and bring your hands to the floor. Take your other leg back, plank, one-legged. One-legged plank. Pick your opposite hand up, reach it forward. One foot up, one hand up. Hold it there. Put your hand behind your back. I don't want you to use it for this. I want you to do this from your core. Step to the top. Step in all the way. You're gonna stand up, take the other leg out in front of you. Straighten it as much as you can. Kick back, land on your toes in like a lunge or something, hands to the floor. Then your other foot back, one-legged plank. Opposite hand forward. Take your hand behind your back. Big step to the top. Step the other foot in. Rise up. Other leg out in front. Straighten it. Now notice, usually when you pick up your leg out in front, you start to lean back. I want you to stand up and pull your leg back into its socket so everything is square. Kick back, don't put it down this time, airplane. You can reach your arms out, forward, heart center, whatever you want. Now bend your toes, one-legged plank. Opposite arm forward, hold. Hand behind your back. Ready? Step in. Other foot meets it. Come up, other leg out. Instead of leaning back, stand up tall. Pull your leg back into the socket. Airplane, kick back. Land, one-legged plank. Opposite hand forward. Put it behind your back, last time. Ready? Step to the top, other foot in. This time chair, rise up. Hands to heart, chair twist, either side. Switch sides. Come to center, put your hands on the floor. Shift your weight from your hands to your feet, back and forth. Try to come up on your tiptoes. If your feet can pop off the ground a little, great, even better. Then you can do both feet at the same time or one at a time, handstand hops. Stay on your hands. Couple jumps off your feet. Use the wall if you want, and if you want to go up to handstand all the way, get up on the wall. Hop a little more, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sit. Hero's pose. Tuck your toes under. Bring your hands to touch, and then your elbows. So palms and elbows squeeze together. There's probably a tiny little space there between your wrists. Look right through it. Keep your eyes there. Sit back, lift your knees. Rise up, stay on your tiptoes. All the way up, stay on your tiptoes. Squeeze the bellies of your forearms together. Bring it back down. Sit all the way like nothing ever happened. Heroes. One more time, tuck your toes, hands and elbows. Squeeze, lift your knees, rise on your tiptoes, stay on your toes. Mountain pause. Do a couple.
Here, or reach for your foot. Open out. Bring it back to center. And like before, keep your breath in out in front of you. Now, if you can lift it just 1 inch higher.
Kayla's touching your head, so I'm going to repeat what she's saying because I think you can't hear her. Eagle pose.
One arm goes under. Lower. Lift your elbows even higher. And look directly through your arms. Switch. Eagle. You've been here before, so sit even lower. Elbows even higher. Switch. Eagle. And switch one last time. Unwrap your arms and bring your top leg back to hip height. Yeah. Reach for your knee or grab your big foot, big toe, whatever. Open out your biggest foot. Mountain. Tree pose. Yeah, and play around with your branches here. You can do goalpost arms, you can do hands at heart center. And if you really want to test your balance, try looking up and behind you. Use your breath as a tool to stay centered. Switch. Do something different with your branches here. Test your balance even more by closing your eyes. Yeah. But come back to mountain. And reach back for your back foot, dancer. Yeah, and you have the freedom to use a wall here. The wall gives me access to go even deeper into the pose. Switch. Find your breath here. Switch. Kick into that back hand. Yeah, allowing yourself to lift up even more. Dancer, last side. Find your breath. Mountain pose.
Step up to the top of your mat. Reach up, take a deep breath in. Bow forward. Halfway lift, plank pose. Come down to your forearms. Press your palms flat into the earth for this one tonight. Remember how I mentioned earlier, it's like, imagine that when you put your forehead down, now it's your hands. Imagine that you're like pressing into the earth and you're plugging in, the way you plug in your cell phone, you are plugging into a source. So like grip your hands into the floor and imagine you're like a magnet just pulling up energy from the earth. Drop one hip over to the side, then the other. Drop to the side, then the other. Drop to the side. Go, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop under your belly. Reach your arms back. Locust pose, lift up. Front row, you'll need a little space between you and the wall just to move your arms. Reach one arm forward, then switch, then switch. Stay up the whole time, keep going. Switch. If you can pick up the speed, pick it up. Chest up, legs up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Both arms forward, hold 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Forehead to the mat, plug in. Up dog, look up at the sky. Downward facing. Kick up one leg. Let's make a return to flip dog. Turn over. Take your arm that's free, reach it up to the sky. Imagine you just grabbed a rope and pull the whole pose taller and higher. Now reach it back over your head toward the floor and drop your head back. Boat pose, sit. You're gonna be looking at the back of the room. Pick up your feet, grab them, literally pick them up. High to low boats, come down, go up, come down, go up, go. Stay low boat, legs up to the sky. Take a straddle, reach up between your legs like Yoda's. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Lift yogi. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Just for a sec. Don't get comfy. Flip over, plank, push right up. Forearm plank. So we're cruising, right? We're cruising right now toward the second half of class. But before we go, I want to burn the fire a little bit, right? I want to raise the temperature a little bit. Drop one hip, then the other, side to side. Here's why. Think about how powerful heat is. Heat can turn a solid object into water, and then it can turn that water into vapor. Come down. Locust, arms, do the swimming thing, one at a time. 5, 4, 3, 2, don't finish. Both arms forward. Now 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop. Plug in. Up dog, look up. Down dog. Other leg to the sky. Flip. Reach up, pull yourself up higher, and then reach back over your head, look. Drop your head. Look at your hand, look at the floor. Sit, boat pose. Grab your feet, pick them up. Almost done. Ready? High to lows. Come down, go up. Come down, go up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release completely. Feel the pounding of your heart. Feel the beads of sweat on your forehead, on your arms. Feel the heat rising from your palms, from your arms, from your chest, from your head to the sky. Heat has the power to clear, right? That's why they use fire in the woods to clear the brush so new growth can happen. Otherwise, the ground just stays like barren, full of old, dead branches and brush. When you apply heat, you apply fire, all that stuff burns away and new growth comes through the ashes. Bridge or wheel. You pick up your hips, keep that like that, or pick everything up. Use your hands to press your shoulders up and maybe your head too. Hold what you got. Hold it and own it. Breathe it and be it for 5, 4, 3. Slow, deep breath. Come on down. Butterfly, feet together, knees wide. Mirror your legs with your arms. So up above your head, put your hands together, elbows wide. Grab your knees. Rock up to a seat and face the street, everyone in here. You need a little more space so you can take a wide seated tree. And then we're gonna flow back and forth between 2 poses. So you're going toward the foot, right? That's your back stretch, hamstrings too. And then a back bend, stargazer. This one with your hips to the sky. And then you sit, reach for your foot. Even if that means your calf, right? Foot and calf, interchangeable words. And then back bend. So you go back and forth. You'll find your own kind of rhythm, your own kind of pace, in a cycle of breath and movement. When you're ready to stop moving, you'll come to seated tree and stay. Switch leg, stretch the other one out, reach for it, and then stargazer back bend. Go a good handful of times. You land when you're ready. Close your eyes, drop your head. Notice the steam rising off of you, as if the practice, the fire you built, the heat you created was burning away and melting away and vaporizing or dispersing the blocks, right? The heavy stuff on the inside. Take a breath in, breathe it out. Upright pigeon. So you're gonna come up to a seat, put one foot on the floor, cross the other one like a number 4. There's 2 ways to toggle the intensity of this, from your foot and from your hands. So you could walk the hands in and walk the foot in. The closer everything gets, the more intense it is. And if it needs to walk out, walk it back out. You could stay there or take double pigeon, walk your bottom foot across to the opposite side, and then try to lay them both down, stacked, shin over shin. It might look more like this. This is good too. Start back at single leg on the other side. You can stay with it or double pigeon. And you're gonna pop up onto your feet. Let's all face this way, the street side. So you'll pop up onto your feet and you're taking a wide leg fold, right, facing the street side, wide leg fold. But I want you to turn your toes in as much as they'll go. So turn them in like pigeon toes. And then walk both hands as far over to one side as you can. If you can go outside your foot, go all the way there. Your toes are gonna want to turn back out, but try not to let them. I actually am gonna hold my foot in place. And you can do that too. You don't have to be drastic. You don't have to force or push through anything. Be cautious, be kind to your body, and just see. There's this really interesting line up the side of your leg that you'll get to if you could keep your toes dialed in and walk toward the outside of your leg. It runs like from the outer ankle up into the calf, the outermost calf. And walk it over to the other side. Toes dialed in still. Walk as far over as you can. Be kind, curious, but cautious, not overcautious, find the balance. And walk around to the front, all the way to the front of your mat, Original front facing side. Drop your back knee down. Straighten your front leg. And I want you to slide your heel as far forward as it could possibly go. Sometimes you gotta smudge it. Sometimes it doesn't slide because your mat's sticky or whatever. Go as far as it will and then stay. We're only gonna stay a few moments. So yeah, push it to that bit of a limit that's uncomfortable. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Smudge your foot back in. It's easier coming in, trust. Hands and knees for a sec. Walk your hands out far and then drop your hips toward your wrists. Kind of like up dog, just to stretch the hips. And then back, you're gonna pop back up onto your feet. Other foot forward. Drop the knee down. Front straight leg. Smudge it forward. So this is splits, right? Something like that. Scoot your heel, 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 till it's as far as it'll go. And stay. Almost. Is there a way to lean in for you a little more? Like lean into it a little more. And then hands and knees. This time, feet together, knees wide, child's pose. Push into your arms so you're pressing your hips back toward your feet. Come up, hands and knees. We're gonna leave the legs alone for a sec. Thread the needle. So you're gonna go underneath yourself. I want you to take it into your back. So it's a back stretch, not a shoulder stretch. Okay, think about that. Think about your lats, the huge muscles that cover most of your back. From the shoulder, more than halfway down. Stretch there. Switch. Grab the other arm. Stretch your back. Come up, take a comfortable seat, whatever's comfy for you. And then catch your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers, make one big fist. Take that fist over to one side. You rest it kind of like the top of your hip. There's a little crest there of the bone, rest it there. And then drop your head that same way. So if your hands are on the right, your head's on the right too. While you're there, try to soften your shoulders. You could tilt your head forward and back just a few degrees, and you'll feel all kinds of different stuff in the neck. Focus on the side of your neck. Switch, hands to the other side, head to the other side. Release it. Bring your arms around front. Eagle arms, crisscross your elbows. If you can, hook your fingers around your wrist. Just like your arms like wrap up like a twist. You know those Twizzlers that have, I don't know why it just came to mind. But you know the ones that like twist up and you can unpeel them and stuff like those? Twist up your arms as much as you can. Switch, cross your other elbow on top. Lift your hands toward the sky and try to wrap your fingers around your wrist. One more hips pose, frog. There's a couple of varying ways. You could come onto your belly and do just half of it at a time. I'll spin so you can see if you're not sure. Just one leg up, one knee up. I always say I need a lazy Susan in the middle of the room. So that's half, right? Full is of course both legs at once, which you probably won't be able to lay flat for. So elbows are helpful. The other alternative, you can see in the room already, people are on the wall. You're on your back, feet on the wall, toes turned out. That's the important part. Turn your toes out. If you're doing half, switch to the other leg. Take a deep breath. and out. Now, essentially, as you're exiting this pose, you are headed on the path to Shavasana. So anything you need to do from here to there, do it. If you want to twist a little side to side, if you want to just rock around, if you want to, just roll over and plop into Shavasana, that's perfect. Rest your head into the mat. Rest your arms into the mat, into the floor. Rest your legs into the mat, into the floor. Take a breath in, fill up and hold it at the top. Breathe it out. Move your fingers and your toes and take a slow journey up to a seat. Touch your hands to the floor. Do 3 power affirmations. So hands to the floor. I am grounded. And then hands to your legs. I am present and embodied. I'm here in my body. I'm present. And hands to heart center. I am connected to self and to others. One Om, deep breath in. Ah. Together we say, namaste.